Hey guys, here we are with the CB300F out for a quick ride. It's been crap weather in Raleigh, Durham. For like 2 days it's been raining non-stop, 2 days straight. It's only about 50 degrees maybe right now, which is better than yesterday, which was, low 40s and rain all day. So we're finally out. We're got a break in the rain. We can ride a little bit, although it's chilly. I like to be nice and toasty when I ride, so not digging the 40s, but this thing's absolutely filthy as well. I need to wash it. But I am here to tell you why you might want to get this bike. So I'm going to go through some of the main reasons, I guess, you would consider buying this for maybe your main bike, maybe just one to keep in the stable like I do. So let's get into it here. All right, so why would you get the Honda CB300F? Just so you know, this is a 2015 model that I'm riding. They only made this exact model, I think, for maybe two or 3 years, and then they updated it again. They made the new CB300F look kind of like the CB1000. It's like a mini version of that. It's much cooler, honestly. I wish I would have got that model, but it wasn't out when I bought this. So it's got like LED lights and just a much cooler, updated, retro modern, whatever look to it. It's pretty badass. But anyway, if you're thinking about getting this bike, let me tell you a few things about it, why you might want to get it. Number one, it's fast enough. Enough being the key word there. Don't buy it because you want a fast bike. It's not that at all. It's fast enough to get you around town. It's fast enough to go on the highway. It's fast enough to get around like any car you need to, really, day to day. You can jump on this baby and go, 90 miles an hour down the freeway if you want. But keep in mind that when you do that, you're taxed at about, about 70 miles an hour. I think I'm about $7,000 on this thing. It's whining pretty good. I mean, you're dealing with this is a 300, but technically it's a 286cc bike. So single cylinder. The bars are vibrating like crazy. The foot pegs are vibrating like crazy. It's straining and it's whining at very, very high speeds. So yeah, it's fast enough to go down the highway. I wouldn't want to ride it on the highway for like 4 hours. This is not a touring bike at all. So don't buy it because you want a touring bike. It's not meant for that. It's not comfortable enough. There's too much vibration in the engine, really. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bothering me riding it. I'll go out and ride it for 2 hours and it's not bothersome. But when I hop on my other bike, which is a parallel twin, it's night and day. That one's smooth as butter. So it's fast enough to do what you need to do. You're not breaking any speed records with it. I mean, you can get a speeding ticket, but you'd be hard to get one going triple digits. I don't know if this thing goes 100 miles an hour or not. I think it does. I think the top speed's like 104 or something like that, but I don't know that I could do that on it. I've got different tires on this bike, which you probably saw. I've got the Shinko 705s on this, so they're big, heavy, meaty tires. And I've noticed it drives a lot different with those on. So, and I've had it up to about 90 with those tires, and it didn't give me a warm, fuzzy feeling at that speed. So, but anyway, it's fast enough for day to day. I mean, it kicks in once you hit maybe like above $6,000. It's when the power band kind of kicks in. But yeah, I mean, you get around traffic fine. So don't worry about that. Why else would you buy this? There's parts available for it. It's a Honda. It's, a U.S. bike in other countries as well. I got no problems getting windshields and I did the Yoshimura aftermarket fender eliminator kit, which is a pain in the butt, by the way. I would not say I recommend that one completely. It looks good when it's done, but it's just a hassle. But yeah, that stuff's available. So, I mean, you've got your aftermarket parts to customize it. So, another good thing. I would say it's reliable. It's a Honda. I mean, they're typically pretty darn reliable. I've got a Honda that's, how many years old? 18? I have a 2001 Honda Shadow Spirit, which is carbureted, and you'd never know it. I mean, the bike runs amazing. It's got 20-something thousand miles on it. It starts every time you push the button. So reliability is definitely a thing for this bike. I've never had any trouble with this bike at all. It's got, if I can flip over to my total mileage, I've got 7,696 miles on it. Not one problem with it. It's fuel injected, so even now today, I hadn't ridden this thing in, gosh, at least a month. Then I pulled it out of the trailer and punched the button, and it was running immediately. So that's a good thing. I'm kind of over the carbureted bikes at this point. The fuel injection is just so nice. So it's fuel injected, reliable. It gets, when it's in its stock form, it gets good gas mileage. I think it's rated to get like 73 miles a gallon. I've done a lot of stuff to alter it, including the big, fat, heavy tires. So last time I checked, I wasn't getting in the 70s. It was more like in the high 50s, I think. But still, that's good compared to a car. God, my truck gets like 11. Things are awful on gas. So if you're looking for some gas mileage, yeah, this would be an awesome bike for that. Plus, I mean, if you keep it with the stock tires, stock form. Also to mention, I have an aftermarket exhaust, the Yoshimura on here, so I've messed with the fuel mixture, air mixture flow here, and I didn't get a fuel controller, so I'm sure that ain't helping my gas mileage either. Straight out the gate, you're probably going to get pretty decent gas mileage, and it's got something which a lot of, I mean, it's got a 3.4, I think it is, 3.4 liter tank, so you're getting a lot of miles out of a tank. I mean, that's over 200 at least. I'm not doing the math in my head, but you could ride it for a long time without filling it up, that's for sure. Let me go back to my trip tick here. Trip A, 183 miles, is that right? It's not even at half a tank? No way. I must not have reset that last time. Anyway, good gas mileage. It would be, another reason to get it would be if you're looking for a commuter bike. And that goes in conjunction with, I would say, that it is short, it is light, it is nimble. And the throttle is non-threatening. It's not real jumpy at all. So, seat height is super low. I mean, real low. I feel like a giant on this thing. It's a full-size bike, don't get me wrong, but I'm 6'1", I got long legs, and I'm wearing boots. Gives me extra length there too. But, I mean, I'm sitting flat foot, knees bent. Somebody 5'3" could probably ride this bike comfortably. So, if you're a real short dude, or maybe you're a short female, and you want a bike that you can flat foot with ease and doesn't scare you, this might be the one. Is this guy gonna give me space to come over? Oh, there we go. Yeah, super low seat height. I'll put it up on the screen. I don't remember it. I'm gonna guess it at like, I don't know, 31 and a half. But it's super low, and it's a light bike. I mean, it's only 286 single cylinder. I think it weighs about 340 pounds, so it's not intimidating weight-wise, which makes it easy to get around in traffic. I've commuted on this before through, rush hour traffic, and you can put this bike anywhere. It's so skinny, light, nimble. Let's see, what else? Why else to get this bike? The CB300F, why else do you want to get it? Here's a big one. This is actually why I got the bike. I went to a dealership looking at a different bike. And I was prepared. I had a bike in my mind that I wanted to buy, and I was prepared to spend about 5,000 bucks on it. And I went there with the intention of buying it. And I rode it and I didn't like it. So it's kind of back to the drawing board, and while I was standing there, my dad pointed out this bike. Like I said, it's 2015. I bought it in 2016. So it was 1 year old, and it was sitting on the dealer's lot for $3,200. So right there, that was a huge selling point to get this, which I think is an awesome bike, for 3,200 bucks. I mean, that is cheap, man. That is cheap for a bike that's only a year old. A Honda, reliable, nice looking bike, 1 year old. I think it only had like 4,500 miles on it or so. But I thought that was an amazing deal. So they're cheap. I see them selling online right around that mark still. I mean, you can get them even cheaper now if you want this model year. Probably get one for, 2,000 something. In the low twos, I bet. And it's gonna last forever. I mean, I don't know that I'll get rid of this one. It's too much fun. Another reason I would say you might want to get this bike is that it's a naked bike. I would say that's kind of the wave of the future. They still make full fairing sport bikes, but I don't know, man. They just don't appeal to me anymore. I had one. I had a 600 Super Sport, and that thing was mind-blowing fast. And you love that feeling, but I mean, I kind of feel like all those bikes are the same. They all kind of look the same. I mean, unless you really know motorcycles, you're not going to notice a difference between a Suzuki, a Yamaha, and a Honda full fairing sport bike. They all look the same. They're just different colors. They seem to be making a naked version of everything, because to me, it's more appealing. That's why I sold the sport bike, because the thing was so uncomfortable. And this, I mean, you're sitting almost fully upright. You can ride it forever. So I think, in my personal opinion, that the full fairing sport bikes, they're still going to stay around because they're race bikes, and people want to look like they have, a track bike, or they want a track bike. Hey, look at that. Look at that handsome devil in the mirror over there. See that? On that good looking bike. Naked sport bikes, in my opinion, that's where it's at, man. That's, I think, where the future is going. Plus, because it gives you the Street Fighter feel. When you see a naked sport bike, it's like, oh, that's kind of a Street Fighter. Now it's not really anything special. It's kind of the norm. I'm gonna pull over here so you can get another better look at it. I'm somewhere in this Holly Springs. I don't know. Let's take a look at this bike real quick. I've got a seat pad on there because I had it on there for my West trip. It's nice. Makes it a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, I think it looks badass. I don't know. Now keep in mind, I've done some stuff to it. I put on handguards. I did. That's not, of course, the original front fender. I made this. I have an old windshield. Just made some metal brackets and painted it up. So, windshield, handguards, exhaust strap, splash guard. Looks like skid plate, but really it's not because your exhaust is in front of it. So splash guard, aftermarket exhaust, wheel tape, tire ink to bring out the Trailmaster Shinko there in white, Shinko 705s, fender eliminator kit. I don't even know what else I'm missing, but yeah, so I think it gives it a cool look, man. I took off the CB300F badging and just put Scrambler on there. That's kind of the route I'm trying to go. I'm not sure how much further I'm going to go. I think it looks pretty cool as it is. So, naked bikes to me, they just look wicked. Yeah, I don't know if I forgot anything else, but yeah, those are some of the main reasons I think you might want to get it. If you have any questions about it, let me know. It's been a great bike for me. What is it, 2019? I've owned it for 3+ years now, and it's been awesome. I need to wash it. It is disgusting. But we'll do that after we're done riding today, because it is miserable out here. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed that video. Leave me a like or a comment or a question. I try to respond and answer to everything I can. And if you like these videos, and check out some of my other content. I have a lot of other videos posted on a lot of other bikes. I got 3 other motorcycles and an electric bicycle that I do videos on. So check some of those out. If you like these videos, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, hope to hear from you.